Hi everyone, I am Rihanna here. We are studying the subject Civil Engineering Project Management. And today our topic of discussion is construction schedules. We are studying the second module, scheduling, codification approach and project rushing. And today we are going to discuss construction schedules. What is a schedule? The term schedule is used to identify a chart or a table providing descriptions of windows, doors, finishes, lintels, footings, piers, etc. of a construction project. So, the term schedule means it is a chart which represents the informations regarding a construction project. The scheduling process forces us, the contractor, to imagine how they will complete the project. Next, the steps involved in drafting of construction schedules. The steps involved in the drafting of construction schedules includes: first one, write down your tasks in that particular project. The second step is establish the order of the task. That means establish the sequential relationship between the various activities of the project. After that, in the third step, create some milestones. And in the fourth step, calculate the time scale for completing the activities. And in the fifth step, allocate the resources suitable for the particular activities, that is to allocate people or other resources for performing the activities. And in the sixth step, review the process regularly. So it is a six-stepped process. First of all, you have to brief the activities. After that, you have to establish the logical sequence between the activities, then fix the milestone, and after that calculate the time period. After that, allocate resource for performing these particular activities, and after completing this work regularly, it should be monitored. Next is the components of a construction schedule, or the classification or the types of construction schedule includes: first one, time schedule; second one, material schedule; third one, labor schedule; fourth one, equipment schedule; fifth one, procurement schedule; sixth one, construction activity schedule; seventh one, cash inflow schedule; and working capital schedule. So the different types of a construction schedule includes time schedule, material schedule, labor schedule, equipment schedule, procurement schedule, construction activity schedule, cash inflow schedule, and working capital schedule, and contractor schedule. Now, we have to study what is equipment schedule. It is also known as schedule of plant and equipment. The equipment schedule should put the type of machinery needed for an activity and duration. It includes the dates of requirement of a particular plant or equipment, the types of equipment to be used for specific activities, release date of equipment that are surplus at site, the time required for maintenance work of the equipment. So, equipment schedule means the schedule which contains the details of the plant and equipment in a construction project. Next one is material schedule. What is a material schedule? The material schedule is a piece of document that shows the types, sizes, quantities, quality specifications, and sometimes the current price of almost all the materials that should be used for the completion of a particular construction project. It includes the type and quantity of material to be purchased, the timing of procurement of a particular material, specifications for material are specified by the client, price details, material requirement as a function of time, which should be shown as monthwise in that particular schedule. So a material schedule is the schedule which consisting of the details regarding almost all materials that are procured in the construction site. The next one is labor schedule. The labor schedule should clearly show the labor requirements of the construction activity. It includes the quantity and specification about the labor requirements, the activity specific needs of labor, number of laborers and their duty times. Monthly requirement of laborers is obtained by summing up the requirement of laborers for each activity for a month. So, the labor schedule is the schedule which expresses the details regarding the labor requirement of a construction project. The labor schedule also constitutes the data regarding the payment for the labor. Next is time schedule. The time schedule shall show when to start and finish an activity. Determination of the duration of the activity should be determined on a assumption based and on a realistic ground. The assumptions taken during the determination of the time period for the activity must be narrated in brief. So the time schedule describes the time period required for the completion of the project. Next is the procurement schedule. Material purchase is one of the vital components of the project management. The procurement officer shall be well aware ahead of the material requirement of the project. This will help the procurement officer to make decision how he will purchase the materials. So a procurement schedule means the schedule that expresses the details regarding the various materials which are procured in the construction site. Next is another important topic I am going to brief about that, which is the job layout. Job layout is an important portion. Job layout can be defined as a site drawing of the proposed construction showing the location of entry, exit, temporary services, material stores and stocks, plant or equipment and site offices. A job layout is a scaled drawing of the proposed construction site showing almost all the relevant features in that particular. Now, what are the relevant features of a job layout? It includes, first one, the job layout should contain the entry point of the site. Second one, the exit point. Storage area of materials such as bricks, cement, sand, aggregate, etc. By mistake, the spelling of area is a mistake here. It is specified as ARE only. It is by mistake only, so please read it as area. It is storage area. The storage area of materials, bricks, cement, sand, etc. Temporary services such as washing and toilet. The contractor's site office. Area of keeping equipment such as mixers. The bar bending area. The labor housing. Water storage. Electricity meter and other appliances. Roads and passages in the etc. Next is the purpose of preparing job layout. In order to save the time in delivering the construction material at the site of construction, a job layout is necessary. To safeguard the construction material from damage and deterioration, to keep the lead of cartage and cartage expenses to a minimum range, to adopt the best mode of working, to complete the work with the minimum use of equipment and machinery, to take the minimum output from labor and machinery. Here also there is a mistake was there. The spelling of take is by mistake it is entered as lake. So please read it as take. To take the maximum output from labor and machinery, to provide safety to workers and passers-by, to avoid damage due to construction activities to the nearby properties, to common use of materials such as fine and coarse aggregate should be stored to the nearest to each other, and to store construction materials as near the place of utilization as possible. Next is the factors affecting job layout. The following are the factors affecting job layout. They are the nature of the project, construction methods, availability of resources, medical facilities, contractors and site engineers office, provision for temporary roads, and other facilities. These are some important factors affecting the job layout. Next is the advantages of good job layout. It helps in smooth and economical working of the project. It reduces the completion time of the project. It provides more safety in the working of the project. It reduces the material wastage and deterioration. It helps the easy and economical and speedy material transactions. It increases the output from labor and machinery. So hoping that you have understood the portions clearly, and in this session we have covered the different types of construction schedules and job layout. Both the portions are important. Both are previous year university questions. So study the portions thoroughly. Okay. Thank you. Stay safe.